Hello everyone. In the previous video we successfully log into our panel and we understand that what is our file. We created a zip file. I already created this and I show it to you that this one is a file and we are going to deploy this onto our server. But before this we are going to create the subdomain and then deploy this into this subdomain. So let's go down and there is called domain name. So there are domains name. So if you want to create the domain, so let's go to this domain domain section, and if you want to create subdomain, so let's open this subdomain, right? So first understand it from the domain perspective, and this domains you need to provide the names and directory, right? So here you need to provide your domain. So like in my case I want to provide test laravel.com. I'm defining very weird domain, and make sure that this domain is available into the server or into the real world. So if you want to check that this domain is not occupied, so how you can check that? So you can check it by googling it domain checker. There are a lot of websites which are used to check the domain, that is this domain is available or not. So you can go to this Hostinger website and check this domain, or you can go to the GoDaddy website and check that is this domain is available or not. If this is available, so you can create this here and click on this add domain, and it will add the domain by following this path. It will add the domain name here, and then it will also tell you that where is the directory of this domain, so where you need to upload your project. So first it's telling us that you need to first go to the public HTML, so you can, and then you need to it would be your project name. Like in our case it would be a test Laravel, so it would be similar like this, right? But I'm not going to play around with this one, right? So let me copy this out, and in your case it would be like this one, right? So after this you can update this here, and if it's not let me go here, and if your project is located like in the app directory, and in the app you have a public directory, so you can add the path like this, because our Laravel project run from the public and from the public file index.php file, so you can specify it like here. So I'm going to revert it back because these are my already running services, because this is my client hosting. That's why I'm hiding different things from as a security purposes, right? Okay, so I'm not going to create any domain, I'm going to create a subdomain. So this is the subdomain section. So here you need to specify your subdomain name. So I'm going to name this app. Okay, and then here you need to tell that I have multiple domains, that's why it's suggesting me different domains here, right? So I'm going to choose a specific domain, and then I'm going to create this out. So discount, I choose this one, discountshoppinghub.com, and then here you need to specify your document root. So it would be located in the public HTML, so you can also remove this public HTML, but I'm not going to remove this one because my all apps are located into this public HTML. Okay, so in the public slash HTML there will be and directory will be app will be created, and if you want to locate this add this public, so that would be good, because our file will be loaded from public folder, contain an index file, and our project is loaded from this index file, right? So if I go here, let me open the file manager here. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you that where our directory will be created, and if it's not created, how you can create this manually. Okay, so this one is my file server, and if I go here, let me open it properly. So here, Shani, no, I don't want to listen this. Okay, so this one contain the public HTML which we reference here, right? And then in the public there is no directory of app. So when I will create this subdomain, it will be created, and in the public it will be create a public directory, right? So now let's click on this create subdomain, and it will be added at the bottom of this any subdomain. And yes, your domain was successfully added, and this domain is app.discountshoppingforyou.com. and if I visit this out, it's going to throw us 404 because there is nothing. No, it's not. Yes, it's throwing the 404. Maybe I think that it would be containing a default file, so it's not containing any default file. And public/html app, and then this would be the path of this one, right? So if I go here and now let's get refresh and check that there is app directory is created. No, there is no app directory is created. So let me give it a refresh from here, maybe it will be there. And if it's not created, don't worry, we will create it manually. Okay, so now let me click on again public/html, and then I'm going to find this app directory. Okay, so there is no directory, right? So don't worry. So let's click on, right click on it and click on this new create new folder. Okay, and here you need to specify your directory name. So you can create or create and open, right? So I'm going to create the index.html, right? But I'm not going to do this because maybe you are confusing that what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to create a directory, and then inside the directory I'm going to create a create an index file. So by default you know that you are a PHP Laravel developer, so you know that your file will be loaded from this index.html or index.php file. So I'm going to first create the I'm going to create the PHP. So you can, if you want to create this a PHP file, so this will be create this run it from the PHP file. If you create this from HTML files, it will be loaded from the HTML file. So let me also check the video size. It's going bigger. So let me type the PHP, and here now let's echo out hello world. Okay, save this one, and now let's get refresh, and this will be visible here. And if our directory path is correct, no, it's not visible. Why? Now let's check this out, close this out, and in the app I have placed this here. So I need to place this into the public directory because our subdomain is loading from this public directory. So now let's it's moving our files, and if I give it a refresh, it will be loaded now this index file. Still it's not loading. I type this app.discountshoppingforyou.com. so if I go here, maybe no, my path is correct. Okay, and yes, it's having due to some caching problem, or maybe I mistyped this URL, that's why it's not running this out. So now it's displaying that hello world. So it means that our subdomain is created, and we added a file which verifies that we are running our project from this domain. So in the next video I'm going to upload a Laravel project into this domain and connect our application. So I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye.